Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, the Coach Coop Show. Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, the Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show.
Hey, yo! What is going on, Miami Hurricanes fans and my college football family? I wanted to extend that one a little bit because it's been a minute. It's been about 3 weeks to be exact. Yes, before you ask, I have missed each and every one of you guys. I've been sitting around in bed just thinking, dang, I missed the banter back and forth with Nick Snyder. Dang, I miss my man Doo-Doo popping in and saying what's up. I miss my UM wife, Stephanie Tropigal. I miss you guys. It has been about 2 to 3 weeks since we went live or posted any kind of video. I'll give you a quick update as to why here in a few minutes. Several of you know why, but I'll give you a little bit of an update here in just a bit. We have some drama to talk about tonight. There is always drama when it comes to the Miami Hurricanes, and there's some juicy stuff going on right now. So we're not going to shy away from talking about defensive tackle Simeon Barrow and all of the things that are going on with that. And I'm going to give my opinion on it. You know, I don't shy away from giving my opinion on everything. But we're also going to talk about the Nevin Shapiro interview. This is another one where I have some pretty strong feelings about this one. So buckle up. Some of you are probably going to get your feelings hurt, but it is what it is. I wanted to give my opinion on those two things. And then we're also going to talk about something super exciting, which is the College Football 25 video game that's coming out in July. They did release a gameplay deep dive, and I have to say that it looks the part. I'm very excited. It looks even better, honestly, than I could have imagined. And I set my expectations pretty high when it comes to these games. So I'm pretty pumped about that. So we have some pretty awesome stuff that we're going to talk about tonight. I want to give people a few minutes to file in and find their virtual seat. So we'll small talk here for a few minutes. I want to give shout outs to everybody who's here bright and early for the stream, because legit, I'm pretty sure I haven't streamed in about 3 weeks. I saw Mama Coop was here bright and early for the stream. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Speaking of, can you guys hear me okay? I always feel like that when I go weeks without streaming, if you work in the tech field, you believe that overnight little gremlins and stuff come in and mess with your setups. So I'm worried that the little gremlins got into the computer and they unplugged some things and changed some settings. Can you guys hear me all right? Thumbs up, thumbs down, yes, no. Let me know. I'd appreciate it. If I'm too loud, too quiet, just let me know. You won't hurt my feelings. Mama Coop in the building. Where you at, son? Come on, it's my bedtime. The chickens have already gone. No, Mama Coop. No. You're a late nighter now. Guys, don't let her fool you. She's been sending me messages sometimes at 10:30 p.m. 10:30 p.m. My mom used to go to bed at like 7 or 8 p.m. Don't let her fool you guys. She stays up late now. She's been watching some of these basketball games and all sorts of stuff. My man Doo-Doo in the building. Appreciate you, Doo-Doo. Randy was here bright and early. Briley might have been the first comment on this live stream. I think he was. My man Fresh. What's up, Fresh? Salty ran. Jack, what's up, bro? Stephanie, my wife. Sam, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the Barrow stuff. Don't worry. And I'm going to give my opinion on the Oregon transfer as well, Fresh. I think that could be a possibility for one very specific reason, and we'll talk about it. Who else do we have? 5 Ranks. What's up, man? Who else we got? Space Mountain. Who is Barrow? So give me just a moment here. We'll dive into it. We'll explain. We'll dive deep. What's up, Crip? My man Crip in the building. Carla Jenkins. J.S. Martin. What's up, bro? Robert Harris. I appreciate y'all. I really did miss you. All joking aside, I know I was cutting up at the beginning, but I did. I don't want to go extended periods of time and not do these. So let me explain just right quick. Let me explain right quick before we get into the football talk, because so many people are going to pop in and they're going to be asking, and then if they do, you guys can help me out and explain it. So over the last month or so, I've been having like a lot of pain and a lot of issues and things that I've been dealing with. And I went to see a urologist, and I promise I'll make this quick. And they found that I have like 4 or 5 kidney stones. So they wanted to do a scan and do like a CT and take a look at them. And after they did the scan, they believe that the kidney stones are actually not causing the problem. So I do have the kidney stones. Lucky me, right? Like that's going to be something I have to deal with at some point. It's like a ticking time bomb. At some point, I'm going to have to deal with the kidney stones. But they actually don't believe that's my problem. They believe that it's something else, and they have given me medication to take for it. I've been taking this medication for about a week now, and this medication makes me feel quite sick. It makes me lightheaded. It makes me nauseous. But I have to take this medication to see if this is going to fix what they believe the problem is. The reason why I've not been streaming is I have to take this medication for 3 weeks. And like I said, it makes me feel sick for about 2 to 3 hours after I take it, and I have to take it multiple times a day. And that's a normal side effect of taking this. The alternative is either I keep dealing with the pain, or if it is the kidney stones causing the pain and they're not going to pass, I'd have to have some sort of surgery. I won't bore you with all the fine little details. So I had to keep taking the medication, and it's not been fun. I've spent a lot of time in bed. I have done nothing pretty much over the last 3 weeks. I've not really worked. I've not done much of anything. So I'm not looking for sympathy. No woe is Coop. Oh, dang. Like, I appreciate it, but that's not what I'm fishing for. Not what I'm looking for. I'm just letting you guys know why I just disappear. I have people all the time, pop in my comments when something happens with me, medical or life-wise. They're like, man, all this guy does is it gets on here and cries and complains. Well, imagine you just took 3 weeks off of work and said nothing. And didn't update anyone, didn't tell anyone what's going on. Your butt would be fired. They would replace you. So this is a little more unique. It's not quite that scenario, but I don't want to leave you guys in the dark. Number one, you're my friends and family, but number two, this is also my job. So I don't want to just disappear. People would think I died. People thought I did die. They did. I had people, R.I.P. Coop. We ain't heard from him in 3 weeks. R.I.P. Coop. Dang, man. Woo. It was fun while it lasted. So I have to update people every now and then. So that's why we spent the first 10 to 15 minutes updating everyone right now, tonight, before we get into the fun stuff. Appreciate you, Greg. I do appreciate that, though. I've been chugging lemon water. Massage the area so it can come out. You want to come help me with that, Fresh? I appreciate you, Peter. I've heard beer. Yeah, I'm actually not a big beer fan, though. I'll be honest. I'm not a huge beer fan, but I've heard that it can help. Yep. So that's where I've been. That's what's been going on. What do we want to start with first? There's just so much stuff to talk about. Like, just be honest with me. We'll cover all of it, and I'll be blunt and honest. Do you want to talk about Barrow, the college football 25, or Shapiro? What do we want to talk about? We'll go one at a time. Everybody's going to want to talk about Barrow, right? I had some people say, who is Barrow? What's going on with Barrow? I don't understand. What's all the fuss about with Simeon Barrow? So, defensive tackle Simeon Barrow, Miami picked him up out of the transfer portal several weeks ago. He was one of the Michigan State defensive linemen. You guys know we had the pair, right? You had Harmon, you had Barrow, and Canes fans were over the moon. We got Barrow. We can't believe it. This is going to be a great addition to the team. He brings experience, proven production. We need depth at defensive tackle with experience. That's the key word here, with experience, because I understand the comeback here is you have Clark and Cook. You have Campbell, Horton, Moten. Blunt is young, but he's there. Scott, he's there, but he's young. And Barrow was another body coming in that brings experience. Well, allegedly, after some workouts on Thursday, because Simeon Barrow has been working out with the team, practicing with the team, he's been going to classes. Barrow told some teammates that he's leaving. He's leaving. And he packed up his things and went back to the state of Georgia, which is where he grew up. Like, just that's it. He packed up his things. He left. Doesn't want to be a Miami Hurricane. He's out. Now, this is where things start to get a little confusing and tricky. And that's because no one knows exactly why yet. Money was not a problem. No, J.S. Martin, money was not a problem at all. Miami has a blank checkbook. They ponied up. They've spent $20+ million. I mean, a ton of money. I'm going to give my opinion, but I just want to throw out there what some people believe. Some people think that Simeon Barrow got here and he said, oh, damn, like, there's a lot of competition in this room. And he's scared of competition. Now, to be fair, I don't necessarily believe that's it because, you know, you could see a lot of rotation at that position. And there are a lot of guys in that room, but Barrow brought a lot of experience. So I don't believe necessarily, just my opinion, I don't think that he would be scared of competition because I think he would be one of the guys that would be way up in that room and he would see playing time. Miami desperately wanted him. There's no denying that. The coaching staff was very persistent, and they pushed hard to get this guy. So I don't think that he would be scared of competing. I don't think that's what it is. Some people believe that his dad is pulling some strings behind the scenes. Some people believe that there is some weird money stuff. There was some money promised from other schools and or some stuff that has to do with Miami. I can't speak on that. I don't know, but it has happened with players in the past. You saw that with Rashada. You did see that with Rashada. Rashada's dad specifically was very persistent and wanted more money. We won't dive any deeper into that because we've talked about it in the past. There are some other people that believe that he took some classes and he said, oh, heck nah, screw this. I don't think that's the case. He knew what he was getting into when he came into Miami. Some think that he just wants to go back to the SEC. A lot of people have said keep an eye on Mizzou. But what's interesting here is if he did something like that, the transfer portal is closed. He can't go back into it. It was a done deal with Miami. He literally enrolled. So this is super confusing on so many levels because I think he could, but I think you'd have to like enroll as a walk-on or something. Like, it's a very interesting situation. This is a guy who was a high-ranked defensive tackle in the transfer portal who had a lot of schools foaming at the mouth to get him, chooses Miami, sets everything up, works out with the team, begins practicing, as much as he can, goes to classes, and then packs up, mom, close your ears, packs up his shit and says, I'm gone. See you later. I'm going back to Georgia. And disappears. Interesting. Very interesting. This is football time, not drama time. With football comes drama, unfortunately. So here's what I want to ask. I'm going to ask you something, but then I'm going to give some opinions on some things. We don't know for sure. We don't know. What does this smell like to you guys? Like really like... Because something definitely smells a little funky. For sure. Swag Kane says, Coop, if Barrow don't want to be a Kane, get him out of here. Tell him you don't want to be a Kane, so Canes don't want you. Either sit out or walk on somewhere. So here's what I was going to say on my opinion. I'm just saying. I'm not telling you how to fan or what to say with this. All I'm going to say is be careful with what you put out there and what you say, just because right now we don't have all the facts. That's just the reality of it. We don't know the specific situation and scenario here with Barrow just yet. So be careful if we say it's all about the way you word it. You're 20 minutes into this and still no football talk. We're literally talking about Barrow right now. I'm apparently we're both confused. The reason why I say be careful with how you word it right now is just because we were hype about this guy a few weeks ago. So now we're all saying, F this guy, screw this dude. He doesn't want to be a Cane, piss off, we don't like you. When nothing is a done deal yet. And what I mean by that is he could stay at Miami. I don't know. It's possible. They're going to want him to stay at Miami. But I do think it's fair to say that if you don't want to be at Miami, then you can say, piss off. Right? Like if you don't want to be at Miami, if you don't want to be a Cane, if you are in fact trying to get more money, if any of these things are true, then see you later. Yeah. Because I saw Canes fans popping on social media and saying, well, I was going to predict 10 wins, but with Barrow's departure, I'm predicting 9. Are you telling me that an entire win on your prediction was based off of Simeon Barrow? Like maybe the quarterback position. Not to downplay defensive tackle. It's very important. But you added an entire win on the schedule due to Simeon Barrow? Nah. I think that's crazy talk. I would not change. I would not change my opinion on win and losses just based off of Barrow. But I do want to say we can't pretend like it's not a loss to lose this guy when it comes to talent and production. There's no denying that. We all agree that if you don't want to be a Cane, see the door. I think every single person in here probably agrees with that if you're a Canes fan. If you don't want to be a Cane, see you later, because you don't want guys on the squad that don't want to be at Miami because they're not going to give it their all. Their heart's not in it. But we can't turn around and act like this is not a loss from the talent side of it, from the depth side of it, because this was a depth piece that had experience. This is a situation where, yeah, we're hype on Blunt and Scott and some of these other guys, but they don't have a lot of game time experience. Barrow did. But I do think the way this coaching staff operates, I don't believe that they're going to beg. I don't see Mario Cristobal is ruthless. He's going to push. But I don't think they're going to beg this guy. If there is any sort of behind-the-scenes stuff that involves money, with NIL stuff, with even if Barrow is like, you know what, I might have made the wrong decision. I don't really feel comfortable with this. I don't know if I want to be here. They're not going to beg him. I don't think they're going to. But losing Barrow is a bit of a loss. And I do hate losing him at the end of the day. But again, if he doesn't want to be at Miami, see you later. Just be careful with how you word things, because it's very easy to say that we don't like the dude and he sucks and we never wanted him in the first place. And all that's a lie. We did want Barrow. We would like to keep Barrow if he does want to be a Cane. I think that there's probably some behind-the-scenes stuff that involves some SEC stuff, because there were talks about him possibly being in the works with Mizzou or something with LSU at some point and all sorts of stuff. And then he wanted to go to Miami, but then there was some stuff with his dad. I think it's just a bunch of BS, baggage, extra stupid stuff. And Barrow does probably end up actually leaving. I mean, if you pack up your stuff and you leave the state of Florida and go back to Georgia, if that is in fact true, I got to say allegedly for everything right now, then that's not a good look. That's not a good thing. There's nothing good with any of that. So I just want to be on the record saying that it sucks to lose him. I'm not going to be that fan that says, I didn't want him. Of course I did. I wanted both of the defensive tackles for Michigan State. I'm not stupid. I wanted both of them. I want experience. So then people start saying, okay, what about a potential replacement? There is the Johnny Bowens from Oregon, 6'3", 290, would cost less when it comes to NIL money, but still also brings some experience. I really don't care overall. That's going a little too far to say I don't care. I do care. But if they're going to try to find a replacement for Barrow, because you can't have too many defensive tackles, right? We'll take another guy. Just bring in somebody with experience. We need somebody with experience. I don't want to bring in another young guy, another project guy. We already have plenty of those guys at the position. Bring in somebody also with experience that could come in and fight for a starting role and get in that rotation. That's just my opinion. We got the big boy from Middle Tennessee, exactly. We got Clark and Cook. We got some other guys that are going to continue to develop and get better. So it's not the end of the world. I'm not pressing the panic button over Barrow or anything like that. But if this is any indication as to like how he's going to approach his time at Miami, if he's this wishy-washy after only being here a few weeks, then it is probably best that we go our separate ways. But again, I won't pretend like it's not a loss, because it is. It is. But again, if you don't want to be here, see you later. So what were you guys saying about it? Having a mercenary on your team that doesn't want to play for you could be a culture issue, so if he wants to skate, he should go. I agree. Barrow does not define our defensive tackle room. Also agreed. What's up, L. Anderson? Why would an experienced player want to compete with young guys like Bain and Lightfoot? I mean, Barrow would have played. I mean, we're looking at, you got to think this guy came in like post-spring and everything. He came to Miami because they believed he was going to get to play. He was going to see the field. There's something going on with Barrow. There's definitely something going on with Barrow. And time will tell. Some details will start to come out. Everything right now is a bunch of assumptions. Which, again, is why I say I'm being blunt and honest, but like I'm holding a lot of my thoughts. Because I don't know his specific situation. Either way, if you're going to go through all the trouble of enrolling, coming in, working out, doing all these things, and then you're going to bounce, you better have a pretty darn good reason. Because otherwise, that's a bad look for you. If you do want to go somewhere else, they might kind of be looking at you like, are you going to do that same thing to us? You know, that you just did Miami? Like, I don't know if we can trust you, bro. Like, that's a bad look. That does not look good on you. Did Barrow look at the schedule and nope out? Well, he better have looked at it before he came to Miami. Like, man. So I don't blame y'all. I don't blame y'all from some people that are really pissed and upset about it. And the people that are saying, screw this guy, we don't want him. Because the last thing Miami needed was any more off-season drama right now. And even though it doesn't matter, at the end of the day, so many opposing teams' fans are throwing this in Miami's face. Ha ha, we knew you weren't going to get Barrow and keep him. Ha ha, nobody wants to play for Miami. Again, we don't know what's actually going on. We don't know, but I do think it is a red flag. That's fair. That's fair, dude, Rod. That's fair. And if it's gonna be like this with him, then see you later. But I'll try to keep you guys posted over the next couple days. Again, I haven't posted much due to the medical issues and stuff, but hopefully we'll be back on track and we'll be able to keep talking about it. That's honestly all I really want to say about it is if he's going to leave. Just rip off the Band-Aid. Like, don't string Miami along. None of that BS, none of that nonsense. Give the staff an opportunity to look and try to bring someone else in to replace you if you are going to leave. And I just hope that the coaching staff looks for another experienced guy and not like a young project type guy. Pretty much anyone else that's left would probably be less money than Barrow. So it's fine. It's fine. And a lot of people keep saying, could Harrison Hunt come back? I don't think that the coaching staff is about that. If a guy leaves, I don't think they're big on bringing people back. I don't think so. This will hurt his NFL career. Maybe. That stuff sticks with you. Don't worry. Baby Gronk might be committing to us soon. Honestly, Inked Kane, I wish I didn't know what you were talking about. I really wish I didn't know what you meant by that. Unfortunately, I know all about that. And boy, I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't. So, I think that's all I have to say about it. That's all I've got to say about it. I'm going to keep most of my opinions to myself until I actually see the details. And either way, again, if he wants to go, go. I keep going back to the same thing. So let's move on here. Let's move on. NIL only factor got to be the McDonald's bag. Maybe. Why come if you plan to leave? See, that's what's weird. Why would he go through all of the trouble? Go through the entire process. Work out for multiple weeks. To then bounce. And now the portal's closed. Again, that doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I don't understand. You knew what you were getting into. He can't be scared of competition. You literally know what you're getting into. You look at it beforehand, right? You don't. When you get offers from all these schools when you're in the portal, you don't just close your eyes and just throw a dart at a board and say, I'll go to that one. And then you get there and you're like, oh, man. Oh, no. I messed up. Okay, I changed my mind. Sorry, guys. My bad. I want to go somewhere else. It doesn't work like that. Money is not a problem. He was going to see the field. It's got to be something else. I got to go to class. It's got to be something else. I don't know. Yeah, but we don't need the drama. Trying to get that out of there. No cancerous locker room. No drama. No BS. Like, come in, compete, play. Get rid of the other nonsense. What's with the defensive tackle room? Bama guy seemed like a desperation addition. Lost Jackson, Harrison Hutt, now the Barrow issue. systemic stuff, bad recruiting, development. I wish I knew, Briley. I'm not sure because everybody's tight-lipped and there doesn't seem to be an answer. I don't know. I mean, money is always drama. That's fair. Cypher brings up a good point. Manny, yep. This is affecting our culture already from everyone hearing this. It is. It's a bad look no matter what. It's a bad look no matter what because, you meet with these players and you want to bring in guys that seem like a good fit. And then you pursue this guy. You give him some money. He comes in and a few weeks later bounces. It is a bad look. It's a bad look for all involved. Everyone. But I don't blame y'all for ripping into him. I don't blame y'all at all because it is kind of crazy and messed up. Because we feel like we have our team built, right? And then now to go around and change it up. Now think EA Sports has to go in and remove him from the Miami Hurricanes if they had him on the roster. You see what you did? You created extra work for EA Sports, and they're trying to bless us with this game coming out in July, and now they got to go in and move the roster around. You see what you did? Thank goodness he wasn't in the new trailer, the gameplay deep dive. Yep. Coop, think about it. Got to be something under the table. Miami NIL deep. Yeah, money's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. So, yeah. So that's all I want to say about Barrow. Let's move on. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it moving. We'll end with the College Football 25 deep dive. And we'll talk about plans for the simulated season. I also want to talk about, and we can roll back if we want to at some point. I want to talk about the Nevin Shapiro interview on the Momentum podcast. I kind of think I should be careful with this, but I also don't care at the same time. Me personally, I don't know about you guys, I don't care what Nevin Shapiro has to say about anything. The dude went to prison for 20 years, threw Miami under the bus. I don't care what the dude has to say. I really don't. He's talking about, he's got this documentary thing coming out that's going to prove this and that. I don't care. It's done. It's over. He's not associated with Miami in any way any longer and never will be again. They're not going to even let him anywhere near the campus. So I personally don't care what he has to say. However, I'm not super upset with Momentum Podcast for bringing him on, and I'll say it because of this. I saw them get a lot of backlash from Miami fans for giving Nevin Shapiro a platform. Unless I'm mistaken, and I could be, the Momentum Podcast is not a Miami Hurricanes channel. So I don't even think they're Miami fans. Like, not the guy who runs it anyways. I don't think he is. He might play or pretend like he is when he brings those players on, but I don't think he's a Miami fan. They've interviewed multiple players. So what they're going to do is do what gets them clicks. Because when you do this, when you do YouTube, when you do social media and content creation, your literal job is to get clicks. If you don't get clicks, you don't get paid. You don't eat. Your job is to get clicks. Nevin Shapiro is drama. What gets clicks on the internet? Drama. What's in my thumbnail? Drama. That's what gets clicks. This looked like a big payday for them. Go and look at their most popular videos on their channel. Jakari Brown interview. Brad Kaya video. Malik Rozier video. It's when they bring on Miami Hurricanes players or stuff that involves the Miami Hurricanes. So they saw this as an opportunity to bring an exclusive interview to the platform with Nevin Shapiro, and that's what they did. I personally don't care what he has to say. I listened to it for 5 minutes and turned it off because the dude is full of crap. He's full of himself. He spins everything in a way that makes him sound like he's this high and mighty good guy that always has everyone else's best interest in mind. I don't like the guy. So I don't care what he has to say, but I'm not really going to hate on Momentum Podcast because they're just trying to get clicks and trying to get views and get money. That would be like me showing up to your job if you're a welder. And you're a welder, right? You're a welder in some sort of factory, right? I walk in the factory. Hey, you, why are you welding? And you say, well, dang, Coop, I'm a welder. My job's to weld. And I'm like, well, stop doing that. That's dumb. That's stupid. I don't like it. And you say, well, welding's my job. This is how I feed my family. And I say, I don't care. Do something else. Their job is to bring on people that stirs the pot a little bit, gets people talking, and they get clicks and views. And whether we like it or not, that's the way the internet works now. I hate it. But sometimes if you want to be in the game, you got to play the game. So I understand. This is all I'm trying to say. I understand why they brought him on. For the attention and the clicks and the views. Am I going to give it my attention? No. Because if you want to show a channel or a group or anything like that you don't agree with what they're doing, the best way to do that is not give them attention. People always think they're hurting me when I post diss tracks and they say, I'm leaving you a mean-ass comment. I hate these. You suck. When they don't realize they're helping me. Any interaction helps it. You speak with your views and your money. And views equal money. Think about it.
On the side of your helmet.
Oh, thank God. The rumors that Coach Co-op is dead can now be laid to rest.
Joel, you're not taking me out that easily. It's going to take more work than that. Come on, Joel. Joel with the 99.99. Them Florida State fans tried. Yeah, they tried. Nope, I'm still here. I'm still standing, Joel, with the big 99.99. I know, R.I.P. Coop. I saw him on Twitter. R.I.P. Coop. It was a good run. Man, couldn't even make it to see the next Miami Hurricanes national championship. RIP. Unbelievable. How you been, Joe? Look at all them thumbs up on your comment. Look at them. I know you were so worried, Joe. I know. But I'm here. And we're talking drama tonight. But we're almost through the drama, I think. We're pretty close to being through the drama. Joel, thank you for the $99.99. I'll sit you atop your throne. Did I break it? There he is. But yes, the rumors, we took care of those. We hear. So I'm just trying to remind people that I'm not trying to tell you to not support the Momentum Podcast. That's not my place. I don't know much about those guys. I know, again, they interviewed Jakari and Brad Kaya and some other dudes. I'm not here to tell you what to do. You watch whatever you want to watch. You're a grown-up. You're an adult. All I'm saying is, if you're pissed that they interviewed Nevin Shapiro, the best way to show that you're pissed about it is to completely ignore it. I know that's not easy to do. That's not an easy task. It's tough to do that. But that's the best way to show them that you don't want that and you don't like that. And if you do listen to it, it's going to give it a view, and you are giving Nevin Shapiro a platform and a voice, because they're going to see that and say, oh, man, people love this. We got 50,000 views from this. We made $1,000 off this interview. Let's do more of this. You speak with your views, because views are money. So don't listen to it if you don't like Nevin Shapiro. I'm not telling you to not support Momentum Podcast. Like I said, I don't know nothing about those guys. Apply the same thing to my channel. If I do a Florida State hate video and Briley watches it, He's telling me he wants more of that. He wants to see more of it. And I'll keep doing it. You know? What's up, Javier? Now I missed your comment, doo-doo. Let's see. I did see that. Devon Perry said since he was a Miami alumni, he didn't want anything to do with the Shapiro podcast and said he's moving on from being a part of the podcast. And that's fair. That's fair. Like I said, he was kind of part of that, but I don't think that the Momentum podcast itself is not a Miami Hurricanes podcast. It's not a Miami Hurricanes channel. Heck, it's not even a college football channel. They interview all sorts of people. So they're going to bring on all types of different people and different personalities. So I don't blame him at all for doing that. They knew what they were doing when they brought in Nevin Shapiro. They knew it was going to be controversial. Literally, Nevin Shapiro is controversy. Drama. They knew what they were doing, and they're getting the clicks and the views from it. They're getting exactly what they thought they were going to get. I just wanted to say, I don't care about Nevin Shapiro. I'm not going to watch the podcast. I don't care how he spends it. I don't care what kind of untold stories he puts out there. It's probably all BS anyways. So why would I care? It's in the past. It don't matter to me. But if you want to listen to it, then listen to it. It's your choice. That's fine. Could be an AI deepfake. This could all be in the Matrix. That's true. It is very true. We need the simulated season. We are going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that tonight. Yep, Perry already left the show. Yeah, and it's just going to get more and more views, and they're going to get exactly what they wanted out of it. Yep. Let's talk Miami's loss to Florida to open the season. Good one. Real good one. So honestly, I went through that a lot quicker than I thought. That's my opinion on the Nevin Shapiro thing. I saw where Highsmith called him out. And see, though, that's where I say, though, so here's the thing. So Highsmith goes out there. Here, let me see if I can pull it up. I understand where Alonzo Highsmith is coming from. The problem is he talks about them selling out. Hold on. And like I said, they're not a Miami Hurricanes channel, so they're not. It doesn't matter to them. You see what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter. So Momentum Podcast puts out this. The Momentum Podcast puts out, you guys are not ready for this episode. The perspective of the few truly know about. Let's make this bigger. Blow it up for my fellow blind folk. Our episode with Nevin Shapiro drops tomorrow. And Alonzo Highsmith comments on this on their post on Twitter. And he says, in my eyes, they have chosen Nevin Shapiro over Miami football for clicks, and it's a bad choice. Well, of course they did. They're not a Miami channel. They're not there to support Miami. They are there to put out a podcast and get clicks. I'm not backing Momentum Podcast. Don't take this and twist it. You got Darrow commenting on it and some other people that are associated with Miami. Like I said, I haven't watched it. I don't care about what he has to say. All I'm saying is it's about clicks. That's it. They're not there to support Miami. They're there to put out content and try to get views and clicks. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm not shocked that they interviewed Nevin Shapiro and put it out there. It doesn't surprise me at all because their channel never had anything to do with supporting Miami, and it probably never will because that's not what they do. That's like, I'm not making some kind of crazy bold statement that's going to stir the pot or anything like that. Like that's not what they do. Just because they interviewed a few players doesn't make it a Miami Hurricanes channel. They don't care about Miami. They just care about getting interviews. Now, it will be interesting to see, since they brought on Shapiro, do you guys think there's a chance that Mario or someone within Miami tells the players they can't be on that podcast? Do you think that? I think that could maybe happen. I don't know like exactly how that works, like if they have control over that, but I think they could kind of push and be like, listen, we don't want you associated with that podcast or making appearances on it because they associated themselves with Nevin Shapiro. We can't tell you that you can't do it, but like we advise you not to. They might have burned their bridge with Miami Hurricanes guest, at least when it comes to current players. Yeah, former players and stuff and all that doesn't matter, but they might have burned that bridge with the Nevin Shapiro thing. So they might have put all their eggs in the Shapiro basket, and it could backfire on them. It could. Where did Joel didn't answer? How's Joel been? Joel popped in, dropped 100 and disappeared. Joel, we got to see if Florida State makes an appearance in the College Football 25 gameplay deep dive. We have to see. To everybody in the chat, last year's Coop plays are a great rewatch while we wait for this year's simulated season. Just saying. I'm going to be 100 times better than that, Briley. I trolled all of you guys for an entire season. I made you guys think for months that I'm a terrible college football player. I tricked all of you. It's a whole little bit, and I kept it up for months. And I did it so that way when the College Football 25 game comes out and we do one-on-one matches, I just smoke everybody. Yep. Oh, we're doing it. We're diving in deep. So let's move on from the drama a bit. We don't shy away from drama. If you guys want to talk more about Barrow or Shapiro, leave a comment on the video once it goes up. I'm not pretending like I have some kind of inside information with the Barrow stuff. We were purely just discussing it and giving opinions on it. I spoke my piece on it. I said what I think it possibly might be, and we moved on. They will leave us out. The FSU hate is real. Oh. So what I want to do is talk about the College Football 25 game. If you're not a gamer, if you don't play, video games in general, or if you never played the college football video games, that's fine. I'm just letting you know we are going to talk about it for a bit because it is an important part of this channel. For years, we have done a simulated season, week by week, for the Miami Hurricanes. We go game by game, we simulate the game, and then we compare it to the real season and see how close it is. Sometimes it's been scary close. Sometimes it's been way the heck off. The new College Football 25 game released a deep dive, a video that came out today. And I do just want to say we will be playing it. I will be playing you guys in online matches. So fire up your Xboxes and your PlayStations. If you want to jump on the stream and play me one-on-one, let's make it happen. Some of you even want to put some money on the line, and I might entertain that for a few of you. Maybe. But I do want to make a quick announcement about it. Because so many people keep asking, okay, Coop, what's the plan with the simulated season? Because most of the time, it would start next Friday, June 7th. It would start the first full weekend starting on the Friday of June. I do have one bit of bad news, but I promise it's not too bad, and it will be worth it. We're not going to start the simulated season until the second Friday in June. I do have to push it out a week. I'm sorry. It's going to start on June 14th. The 2024 Miami Hurricanes simulated season starts on June 14th, and we are bringing back the Coop Plays version on Saturdays. The reason why this happened is because since I've been dealing with being sick, it delayed everything. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you guys I have not worked. I have not done anything, absolutely nothing for the last 3 weeks. I've hum-hauled around and tried to do some yard work and some different stuff, but otherwise I've just been in pain and been sick. So it pushed it out an extra week. So it is going to start not next Friday, but the Friday after. Mark your calendars, June 14th. But a lot of people are also asking, so how does this work, Coop? The College Football 25 game doesn't release until July 19th. Excellent question. I wish it released sooner. I wish we could start the simulated season on College Football 25 because that would be way less work for your boy Coop. Way less work. I don't have to go into the EADB editor and change numbers. I don't have to do all the testing with the playbooks. We don't have to deal with it being as buggy because it's a 20-year-old game. But it doesn't come out till July 19th. And at that point, we would be halfway or more through the simulated season. So it's just really not possible. So the plan is this. We start the simulated season June 14th on NCAA 14 with the revamped mod, updated rosters, and as soon as the new game drops on July 19th, we transition over. It's as simple as that. Now, I know some people have mixed feelings about it because it's two different versions of the game and this and that, but either way, it's just for fun. So just remember that. Don't overthink it. It's just for fun anyways. So there's no way I can start the simulated season July 19th. It's just too freaking late. There's no way. We'll start it 2 Fridays from now, and then we'll transition over to College Football 25 once the game releases. And that's going to be the plan. And when the game releases, we'll do Friday night Miami simulation, wherever we're at in the season. The Coop Plays version on Saturday night. And then on random nights throughout the week, probably Sundays and like Wednesdays or something, I will do Coop versus the viewers. So you guys can play me one-on-one. We can hop on Discord. If you got a mic, we can trash talk. It's going to be so much freaking fun. The rest of the summer is going to fly by when this game comes out. Think about it. It makes the actual season get here so fast. So fast. So it's going to be a ton of fun. And I want to talk about the gameplay deep dive that released today, talk about some of the features within the game, and just kind of end with some small talk talking about the game, some non-drama stuff. We will be fine for those who can't pronounce DJ's name. I promise you will be able to by the end of the season. What if I just call him DJ? Is that fine, Joel? We'll just stick with DJ. We could call him DJ Doodoo or Doodoo DJ. I like it. It just kind of rolls off the tongue, Joel. Doodoo DJ. I like it. Y'all like that? Doodoo DJ? I think he earned a new nickname on this channel. Doodoo DJ. I love it. We haven't even seen him take a snap as a Seminole yet, and it just fits. Yeah, I think that's fine, Randy. It's not a bad idea. What's up, Jenny? Just dropped in. What's the situation on Barrow? He probably gone. He probably gone, Jenny. And even if he maybe wants to change his mind, even though we don't know the specifics of the situation, it's probably best that we part ways because he's already causing issues. And we don't need that and or want that. However, we're not denying that it is a loss because the dude brings experience and proven production, and I would love to have him as a Cane. But if he wants to go, then go. If you're going to string Miami along, then just go. I should have just said that earlier. I should just use that. Don't use that. You don't want it associated with DJ? Fine. I get it. Fair enough. So I figure while we talk about it, why not just throw up some of the gameplay released from today in case people missed it? For real, obviously none of us most likely have had our hands on this game yet, but it looks the part. It really does. It seems like they're very passionate about this. They put a lot of work into it, and at least in the trailers, in the gameplay reveal, wait. Hold on. Let me slow-mo this. Did I? Hold on. Is that Doo-Doo DJ? How did I miss that the first time I watched this? I completely missed that in the trailer. Dang. It looks like they're up 14-0 in the second quarter, but Clemson's probably about to make a massive comeback. Yeah, I see it, Briley, but Clemson, I mean, they're about to make a huge comeback right here. Wow, I 100% approve of this trailer. Great trailer, by the way. Great trailer. Until we get to the later part, but we're not going to talk about that, right, guys? So I want to talk about some of the features and stuff that they've talked about that's going to be in College Football 25, which I think is pretty cool, just in case you missed it. One of the things is the wear and tear system that they're going to have in the game. This all sounds great on paper. Let's hope that it actually, works well in the game. But they're going to have a wear and tear system, basically where the more a body part is injured or takes a hit, the rating and injury risk change for that area. So, for instance, for a quarterback, if they repeatedly get hit up in the upper body, it could increase their chances of getting hurt, and it could make it more difficult for them to be as accurate or complete some throws. So I think that's really cool. So throughout the game, they've got the wear and tear system in place. So I do think that's pretty neat. They've said that they have custom route stems. So you'll now be able to adjust hot routes to any length that you wish, which is pretty cool. And one thing that a lot of people are talking about are abilities. Now, when I first heard about this ability thing, I didn't like it. Because I kind of just want to I just want to play ball. You know what I mean? But the more I looked at it, the more I thought this is actually kind of cool looking. So basically, players are going to be able to have abilities, both physical and mental, and you're going to be able to upgrade these over time and make them even stronger. Now, it doesn't guarantee any type of outcome specifically, but it is definitely helpful. You can see here mentals, fan favorite, best friend, clear-headed, physical. This is Travis Hunter. Sure hands, 50-50, double dip, layout, recoup. And each one of these is going to have something that's tied to it. So clear-headed would be protected from losing composure, if you're playing on the road. There's one that's called layout, which improves your chances of catching balls when you dive for them. All sorts of cool stuff.
Doo-doo DJ, I hope your kidney stones double in size. J.K. Law.
Let me update the thing up top here. You know what? I just might take that if it means a guaranteed win for the Canes, and Doo-Doo DJ gets sacked at least 8 times in the Miami game, Joel. You know what? I just might take the trade. Maybe. I don't know. I ain't passed one yet, so maybe I shouldn't be saying that. Joel with the 99.99 again. I know he doesn't mean it. If they ask Joel, if they told Joel, you know what, Coop just completely loses his kidney stones. They disappear. They medically they can't explain it. But for that to happen, Florida State has to lose to Miami by 50 plus. He'd take the deal. He'd say, sure. He'd say, I'll take the L. Let's make it 100. Let's have Florida State lose by 100. As long as Coop is okay and those kidney stones are gone, I take the deal. Ask him. Ask him. He's right here. We don't have to play hypothetical. He's right here. Just ask him. Thank you, Joe. You know I love you. So I actually think that the abilities thing is pretty cool. I don't know yet. Fill me in if you know. I need to rewatch everything. I don't know if you earn these. Does anybody know with the abilities? I don't know if you earn them if each player has set abilities already. I think it said they could have up to 8 total. I think the abilities thing is kind of cool because each player is going to be unique, and you're going to have to kind of track that and keep up with it. So I think it's actually kind of a cool thing. Some other ones would be step up, which would improve accuracy when stepping up in the pocket. So this would apply to a quarterback. Takeoff, improved release off the line when not being pressed. There's a ton of different abilities, and at least on paper, I think it seems like a pretty cool addition. I wonder how many of those abilities will be random versus ones that are tailored to replicate actual star player habits. That's what I'm most curious about, Cypher. I don't know if there's a way to earn them. I don't know if it's okay, Cam Ward has these 2 abilities, and then you do you get some kind of points or currency and you buy other abilities? Is it just something you earn through gameplay, as you do things, and they say, oh, this guy doesn't get rattled, so he gets the composure ability? I don't know. I don't think that they dive into that on the trailer, so I'm not 100% sure. But it's a pretty cool idea. Let's just hope it works. And it's going to be a lot to track and keep up with. And you can see here where you can rank it up. So you'll have 4 tiers for each ability, and it steps up each time. So you'll have bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, and then you'll work your way up. So you can even look at here. Let's see let's see workhorse. So that's a physical ability. You'll have mental or physical. And the bronze tier is slight protection from wear and tear when colliding with players. Silver would be moderate. Gold would be significant, and platinum would be ultimate. So you would want your starting running back to have the workhorse ability because he would take less wear and tear throughout the game and you could play him longer. So you could really mix it up, and it'll be cool depending on how this works if players could find a way to put some in, if you get to pick and choose somehow, to be able to mix it up and create some unique combos for specific players. And it'd be really neat. You know what I'm thinking, Cypher? For science to mix some weird things that don't make sense and see if it could benefit the player in some sort of way. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense or not. But I think it'd be kind of cool. Super boot. Yeah, super boot for Boregalis. Speaking of kickers, they apparently have a new kick meter that's going to make kicks very difficult. I heard from people that play tested it that they were actually having trouble at times hitting extra points. Somewhere in this trailer, they show it. I don't know exactly how it works, but apparently the kick meter is going to be a little more difficult to master. So you're going to have to practice a bit more. It's not just guaranteed just because it's an extra point or a 10-yard field goal. It's going to be work. It's going to be a little more difficult. Let's see what Swag Kane has to say. Swag Kane. I don't know why I said it that way. Every player comes with a set of abilities that you cannot change. This is so better players separate themselves from rookies or worse players. So now, do you know, Swag Kane, is that every single ability? So is it that every player comes with a set of abilities and you just rank them up, but they can't be changed or messed with other than ranking? Is that how it works? Dynasty is different, though. Okay, yeah, Dynasty's kind of like its own unique thing, right? Oh, wait a minute. Did they just show Miami, or is I ain't seen Miami yet. Nick, I haven't seen Miami in here. So, moving on. So other than abilities, we talked about the wear and tear system, the custom route stems, the new kick meter. There's also going to be a pass meter. So you'll notice at times when it shows the quarterback passing. Oh. Okay. Who misses the tackle? Who misses the tackle in the trailer? Hold on. I can't hide from it, guys. Miami did make the gameplay trailer, playing Cal at Cal, and someone does miss a tackle here. Why they gotta do us like that? Come on, EA. You really gotta do me like that? There's Alston. I see Alston in pursuit. He ain't catching him. I'm sorry. I'm a huge fan of Alston, but he ain't catching him. What ability is that? Yo! So are the abilities underneath? Like whichever one he just used? Like, not used. You know what I mean? Like, you don't, like, activate it. It's, like, passive. But, like, is it because whatever he did was, like, utilizing that ability? Did you see it, like, pop up? Tropical brings up a great point. Yeah, 7-0. That's true, Nick. Scoreboard, right? Oh, they got him. They got him. He ain't taking it to the house or nothing. Plus, look at that kick meter. I guess it like bounces back and forth, but there's also a meter in here. Somebody mentioned Bud Elliott, I saw that, was invited to play it early, and yes, he said the kicking is a pain. It took him a few kicks to get used to the new controls. I want my hands on this so bad. Like a lineman with great catching hands. That'd be so cool. All right, let's watch it one more time. Gosh darn it. It is 7-0 in the first quarter. And it's not like he's running that in for a touchdown. Right? Let's be honest here. He's not breaking any more tackles. So, you know. So there's that. If you want to watch this, I'll link it for you guys if somehow you missed it. I'll link it in there because I'm not going over everything. This is not a full deep dive from Coop or anything like that. I just wanted to hit on some of the high points and let you guys see it over on the side in case you missed it. So you can see the stadium pulse, which is really freaking cool. It's going to do that where it makes it tough, you know, with the routes, kind of like in the previous game. But then you can counter that a bit, for instance, with like the composure ability. So it's pretty cool. I really like the ability thing. But you'll see the throw meter there. The pass meter, they said basically blue is a safe, accurate pass. Yellow is challenging, but possible pass. And red would be increased chance of inaccuracy. So you're going to be able to not only affect how far you throw it, but how hard you throw it. So it's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be a little more, possibly a little more difficult to master just all around. It's a little more complex, a little more deep, and I'm very excited about that. Super excited about it. But that is going to be the play, like I said, to transition over to this once it does release. So the simulated season will start June 14th, and then we transition to this on July 19th. But I am going to get the edition that allows you to play 3 days early, so we might be running it at midnight on the night it releases. 100% we might be. You can also edit conferences. True. Answer your question. Wait, what's your question? So what you're saying is you really think going in the portal every year is better than recruiting top every year way you come from? Absolutely not. No. I think you just have to have a mixture of the two. The transfer portal is a tool that's available for coaches to use. I think Dabo Swinney is making a mistake by not utilizing it, but you have to figure out where to draw the line. You need to ensure that the guys you bring in are good fits. I mean, when people say hired mercenaries, I think it's fair to say that. And you got to figure out where to draw the line with that. I think that it would be hard to consistently win national championships with transfer portal loaded teams, but we'll see. You know, it's still, all in all, even though it's been around for a bit now, it's still kind of early in this whole transfer portal thing. I expect it to continue to change, and they're going to tweak it, make some new rules, and this and that. So I don't know. Everybody's still experimenting a bit, but I think you'd be stupid if you don't at least utilize it a bit, right? At the very least to help you in some positions where you lack depth. Even if you're not even going to bring in starters, like day one guys, you don't have the money to shell out and you know, bring in big-time players, at least fill out your roster a bit. But the thing is, I've never said that Miami shouldn't attack the portal. I actually even made a video a year or two ago saying that Miami should embrace attacking the portal aggressively, build a loaded transfer portal team, see if they can make it work and get some instant success, even if it slightly set the team back a little the next year, just because maybe it would appease fans for a little bit, because it's been so long since Miami has won anything that matters. You see what I'm saying? Long term, that could be a bad solution, could be a bad idea. But Miami fans want to win now. Miami fans need to win now. So do what you got to do to win now. And here we are, and it looks like that Mario and the coaching staff are, in fact, all in. Ton of money being pumped in. They've built this Avengers crazy team, but now the expectations are through the roof. Mario's got to take this thing far this season. The expectation floor for most is double-digit wins. So we'll see. I think that it's important to use both. You can't shy away from high school recruiting. I mean, because you just don't know with the transfer portal. A guy might have 2 years of eligibility, come in one, then turn around and bounce and go to a different school the next year. And you thought you were going to have him here for the 2 years. So you just don't know, you know? So that would be my response, Jeffrey. I don't really know how you – it's different for every school in their particular situation. X-Defiance holding you down to college football 25. I can't play those, man. It's too sweaty for me. I can't do that anymore. I can't play Valorant and Counter-Strike and X-Defiant and Apex Legends. Heck no. This will be the very first football video game I ever purchase. Are you going to get it on PlayStation or Xbox, Nick? I hope it's good. Bro, like, this looks so freaking good. It looks so clean. Please be good. Bro, please be good. Please. We need this game to be good. But I'm pumped for it. I'm excited. Like I said, the simulated season will transition over. We'll do the 1v1s. We'll do the Coop plays. This could change this channel. Like, in a good way. This could be a huge positive for this channel. And I say that because I've done simulated seasons for like almost 7 years now. So for us, even though now way more channels are going to be doing this, because this will be, at the end of the day, less work. You know, before you had to go in and you had to mod a bunch of stuff and run through some old school equipment or emulators. Now everybody can just simulate seasons and games. Luckily for us, at least hopefully, possibly, we're already kind of... Wait a minute. That's something else I wanted to talk about. Wait. How is it we go second by second? I saw people talking about team ratings. Here we go. Let's pause it there for a second. We're already known here as the channel that does a simulated season. We're already known as a channel that plays the college football game. And it's a big success every single offseason. So thankfully, I think we've already established that. And I think we can hit the ground running with the new game. I hope so. But it's going to be a ton of fun. PS5. Okay, so I'm going PlayStation 5. I'm just waiting for them to announce Cash Shop. Yeah, I know. I'd be pissed. Imagine the abilities being behind a paywall. And like the best ones are like $5 a pop. And they better not. I think it'll tank if they do that. John, what's up, man? I appreciate you being here, bro. The NIL update. Oh, no. Don't do this. Don't do this. That's Colby Luna, the walk-on, and other freshmen starting. They got to fix the rosters. I kind of wondered what their approach was with the gameplay, Tattoo Terry, because, at one point in the previous trailer, they had 2 number 4s on the field at the same time, and that was 2, I think, defensive players, right? So I don't know if some stuff slipped through quality control maybe with the trailers, or maybe I'm just overthinking it. I don't know. I know. I hope they don't ruin this, though, Alex, because it could backfire on them. They're going to sell millions of copies of this regardless. Like, no doubt. It's freaking college football game after 20 years of waiting. The people will buy it. But let's hope they don't say, gotcha, and millions of people buy it, and then they add in some stuff. So I wanted to look at this because everyone was up in arms on Twitter saying, I can't believe it, 78 defense for Miami, 80 offense, and 84 overall. I'm just going to be real. First off, it says player and team ratings shown are not final and subject to change. So, I mean, defense might be lower if Barrow's out. If he's leaving, this might go. According to people that say it cost us a game, I guess Barrow leaving drops this 78 to like a 68. But I think 84 overall, given how Miami has done over the years. We'll see. You kind of have to go off of Miami has to prove it, but they also have to build it based on not what teams did in the past, but what they think they'll be now. And it's all just going to be based off of what the stats add up to, I guess, across the board with the roster. There's a lot of unknown with Miami, so I don't know. I think 84 overall, again, people always think I'm hating. I think is somewhat fair. We assume Cam Ward is the X factor and the amazing quarterback. But we don't know that yet, technically. We're hoping. But they're not building the game off of hope. They're going off of numbers and plugging in the stats. So we'll see. And I do think it would be interesting because even that's what Sam said. That's what I was about to say, Sam. These could change. It could. Everything's online nowadays. With transfer portal and all these different things, rosters and stuff are going to have to change. They could change ratings for teams. Maybe there is a way it kind of updates and stuff. IG PFF says we have the number 6 running back room in college football. I would say that could be fair if Fletcher is healthy and ready to go. We'd have to see that. Like Martinez, Fletcher, you got the speedsters. You have Lyle coming in, who is a big dude. Lyle looked a little more ahead than I thought he would be physically. I don't know about what he's going to do on the field, but physically. The dude's very physically gifted and works hard. But I'm not freaking out over this. 84 overall, take control of the sticks and make them look like they're 99 overall. Yeah. I know, I can't blame the controller this time, Briley. I need to buy a busted up, broken controller so that way I have something I can complain about and put the blame on. Because it obviously can't be me. Obviously. On Arrow, he don't want to be a Kane, then we don't need him. That's kind of what we said, John. I told people to be careful. I'm not your parent. I don't tell you what to do. You do whatever you want. But I told people to be a little careful with their wording when it comes to Barrow, because if people are going to just come out and be like, get out of here, we hate you, we never wanted you in the first place, and then Barrow ends up staying at Miami, you're going to have to be going in and deleting some comments. Am I right? You're like, oh, misunderstanding. My bad. All this was blown out of proportion. Media grabbed hold of it and turned it into something crazy. And then you got to backtrack a bit. But I think it's fair to say that if this is the case, then piss off. See you later. Yeah, if it's the case. If it is something crazy like that. And I think that's fair for any fan base to say that. If a player does them that way and just packs up and leaves, that's just big time weird. Barrow or no Barrow? We'll see what Greg's got to say. Canes 10-2 or 11-1. Sticking with my prediction. The only player that could cost us a game would be losing Cam Ward to injury for a game. Yeah, that could be scary, Greg, but that's fair, and that should be the expectation. 10 should be the expectation. Ask players like Irvin, Shockey, Vilma, if you don't bleed orange and green, then go elsewhere. Yeah, and I mean, that's what Miami fans always preach. You're a Cane or you're not a Cane. Which it gets a little interesting with the transfer portal because guys weren't originally Canes and then transfer in, but it's just part of the times, right? But with Barrow, it's unique because Barrow is enrolled. Barrow's been working out. So if you're going to do that, then leave before the season even starts. Bro, you've been here like a month. Then it is kind of like, okay, what's up with this? Like I said, John, we don't need the negativity. We don't need the drama. We don't need the media spinning stuff around. Everything on social media. Not that it matters, but it kind of does. Is, Barrow got to Miami and he took one look around and he said, this is not going anywhere. I'm out. And that's how they're all going to spin it. And for all I know, maybe that is how he felt. I don't know. But either way, it's a bad look. But I said before, it's a bad look for him because this is yet another destination for him. And then if he's going to leave in the offseason after committing to Miami, before a game is even played, and then you're going to turn around and leave again, that's also a bad look for him. From the outside anyways, it's a bad look for Miami, and it's a really bad look for him. So it's very interesting. And there'll be more stuff that comes out. Right now it's a lot of he said, she said, assuming, all that stuff. I feel like these days it's going to be hard to keep players more than a couple years, whether we get them from portal or high school. Very true. I would say like 2 years. Like 2 years max. That seems to be when guys are hitting the portal. Like you have your freshman year, right? You're not expected to see a ton of playing time unless you're just some kind of crazy talent. Okay, I come in sophomore year. I'm taking that second year leap. I'm ready, coach. Another year in the strength and conditioning program. I know the playbook in and out. My time to shine. And then you're riding the bench. You're probably out. Just like Rashada and Cormani. Exactly. I didn't need that. Even with Rashada himself is not that bad. It's more so his dad. But again, we don't need that. We don't need it. Cormani, people, give him another chance. Give him another shot. We don't need it. We don't need that type of drama. It's just asking for problems. It is what it is. And I don't know. I mean, it could be Mob Jones. I'm not going to rule anything out. It could literally be anything with Barrow. It could be any and all of the above. No idea. It could be. But that's all I got tonight, y'all. Like I said, I just hope that if Barrow is gone, they look for a guy with experience that they could bring in and can plug in and make an impact this season in 2024 because that's what they wanted out of Barrow. So I hope they go that route again if this is the case. Shapiro can piss off. I don't care about what the dude has to say. I'm not listening to it. You do whatever you want to do, but I don't care what he has to say. It doesn't matter to me. And the simulated season starts 1 week later than normal. We'll kick it off on June 14th. Coop Plays version returns. Post-game interviews with the coach, a.k.a. me, also returns. We transition over to the new game July 19th once it comes out. That's about it. Oh, y'all are going at it. Hold up. That's
is what it takes.
Keep it coming. Come on.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
It's good to see you back. Take care of yourself.
Stephanie! Stephanie with the 50 straight to the PayPal. Thank you, Stephanie. Again, I wish I could pin PayPal messages. I know that you don't mind. I know that's not the important part to you. It won't let me pin it up. But thank you. I miss doing these. I know a lot of people say, Coop, you look fine. Again, this is a small percentage of my day. Like, this is 2 to 3 hours out of an entire week. So a lot of times people don't see that I'm like, oh, let me take some Tylenol. Let me get myself hyped up. And then on camera, I'm like, let's go. And then immediately after, I'm like, I'm putting on pajamas and I'm laying in bed.
This is what it takes.
So they don't see all the other stuff, you know?
You on the side of your helmet.
Put a ×3 up top if you think FSU wins the rivalry game this year.
See, it's like a dash, like -3, like 3 of them, right? I like John's idea better. I'm not on it like John is. Hold on, here we go. Or I could do this. What do we like better? I don't know. Maybe I do just put the -3. Got him. We got it. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It looks like it says -3, but it's a dash. It's a dash, not a minus. It's a dash. Good try, Joe, but we got him. We got him. Joel Davis. He thought he pulled one over on us, didn't he? Yeah, he sure did, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we'll always find a way, Joel. We'll always find a way. Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Stephanie. I really do appreciate you guys. Again, not looking for a pity party, but dang, it's been rough. I don't like the whole take medicine that technically makes me feel worse, but hopefully makes me feel better long term. Like, you know what I mean? That's not very fun. I'm not having a good time. Coop's not having a good time. And I'm upset that it delayed the start of the simulated season. That's frustrating. Oh, yeah, Joel knows we're just playing. Joel knows we're just playing. I mean, I think that Joel believes Miami could beat Florida State this season. He believes that. We talked. We talked about it at Texas Roadhouse. He believes Miami could beat Florida State this season. Joel trying to buy me with that NIL money. Oh, man. If Barrow does leave, I don't think Miami looks for anybody else in the portal. And it's very possible, Doo-Doo. That's a good point. You know, I say that if they do look for someone, I want experience, but it's very possible they don't. Clark, Cook, Campbell, Horton, Moten, Blunt, Scott. I mean, they have some guys that can move inside if they want to. Mesidor could come in if needed. I mean, they have guys they can bring in and then put someone else out on the outside to end. Like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So maybe they don't want to fool with it. Maybe they just lock it in, what they have. It was cool that we had Barrow.
This is what it takes.
If we don't now,
to wear the U on the side
that's a
of your
good
helmet.
point, Doo-Doo.
Guys passing kidney stones is same pain as birth.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And I don't want to do that, Tropical. that does not sound like something that's on my bucket list. I'm just going to be honest. Now if I do, I'm going to keep them. As, you know, I'm going to keep them. And maybe put them in like a little thing and display them. But I don't want to do that. No, thank you.
This is what it takes
Tropical,
to wear the U.
thank you for the 305.
Your helmet.
Fun bet. If Miami wins the rivalry game this year, I call him Doo-Doo DJ the rest of the season. FSU wins and you apologize on your next show.
What do you guys think? Here we go. All right, here we go. Hold on. What do you guys think? Should I take this bet? I think he would have to sit since he's been to workouts. As far as I know, I think he would just have to go as a walk-on, but it's possible. There's so much fine print with that $904 billion that it's tough to say for sure. You might be right on that. I'm not going to pretend like I know 100% for sure because it's such a weird situation, you know? I do know I think he would have to go as a walk-on, but there's so much weird stuff with Mizzou and LSU and his dad and already being at Miami, taking classes and working out. The whole Barrow thing, again, it just smells weird. It smells funky, you know? I wish I had an answer for you, but it's weird. Do I take this bet, y'all? If Miami wins the rivalry game this year, I call him Doo-Doo DJ for the rest of the season, which is great. It'd be hilarious. FSU wins and you apologize on your next show. I have no problem getting up here and manning up. And he says he'll give Doo-Doo $500 to use his name with Doo-Doo DJ. Screenshot it. Screenshot it, Doo-Doo. Joel's a man of his word. You know he is. You know he is. I take the bet. I take the bet. There it is. Virtual shake. We'll remember this. Doo-Doo will remember this. Doo-Doo said, heck yeah, $500. And I got no, Doo-Doo just has to sit back and wait for Miami to beat Florida State. It's as simple as that. And he gets $500. Dang. Doo-Doo's racking some stuff up here. Doo-Doo got a ticket to the spring game from hanging out. He's going to get $500 this year when Miami beats Florida State. Dang, Doo-Doo. Thank you, Joel. Let's put a -4. Absolute madman. I don't know if Joel knows that I can pin his comments without donating. I don't know if he knows that.
On the side of your helmet.
Glad your upright was getting worried. Saw it firsthand in my family, or I should say heard the pain. Not sure if you redeemed what I sent yet. Check your email from them, if not. Thanks for keeping us in the loop. Had no idea about the drama.
Tucci! Thank you for the big 20 straight to the PayPal, Tucci. I'm not going to lie. I saw the email, and it was right when all that stuff started ramping up, and I dropped everything. I mean, everything. I've literally went from bed to couch, watched some videos on my computer, bed to couch. I wasn't eating, nothing. That pain, it sucked, and I'm still not through it yet, so we have to see what happens. But I said all that to say this. I haven't redeemed that yet, but I will, and I'm very appreciative of that. And, yeah, no problem. Some people don't know what's going on with Barrow because they don't watch other channels or they're not on social media. Some people, heck, didn't know that Momentum Podcast interviewed Nevin Shapiro. So we're trying to get caught up, keep everybody in the loop and stuff. I just wish that I had more information on the Barrow situation that I could pass along to you guys. I don't. And a lot of people who say that they do, like I said, I'm not calling them out because maybe they do. But it's just a lot of finger pointing right now. And most people are just waiting to see the details from Barrow, to see what he says. But I don't know Like, let me just ask you, we're kind of rolling back to the drama again. Do you guys see a situation or a world where Barrow stays with Miami at this point? Like, let me just say this. Everybody's pretty sure that he packed up his stuff and went back to Georgia. If that's the case, I don't think Mario wants anything to do with that. I don't know, like they want him, but I don't know that I see a scenario where he does stay unless the reports are wrong. You know what I mean? Like, unless this is being blown out of proportion, which can happen in today's times on social media, and there's something else to this, and it didn't actually go down this way. If he did do that, he gone. There ain't no way. There's no way. I don't think Mario would entertain it in the slightest. No, Mario has a huge memory and does not forgive. When it comes to causing a divide, like in creating issues in the locker room and not being all in with Miami, when it comes to, like, again, it's different when it's like recruiting and you're trying to bring guys in. I'm talking about already here. I don't think there's a world where that happens. I don't think so. Take the bet. We took the bet. We took the bet, Patty. Yep, we did. Hey, that's just fun banter, Bob Jones. All these guys, man, I like the banter. I think it's fun. I think it's a good time. Met Doodoo at the spring game. See you at the next game, homie. Doodoo's an awesome dude. I vouch for Doodoo 100%. But we walked Hard Rock up and down. Me, Doodoo, Tropigal, Stephanie, Chris's wife, Melissa, Juice, Don Calderolo. Like, we were all over Hard Rock. Whew. I got my steps in that night. You ain't true Canes fans? Wait, why not? Why are we not true Canes fans? And Doodoo held his dinner the whole time. What was he having? Was it chicken tenders and fries? Whatever it was, it looked good. I don't think I ate. I tried a chicken wing at the tailgate, but I was so caught up and busy with wanting to say what's up to as many people as possible. I don't think I ate anything. No, I don't think I did. Joel, again, we're going to have to cut him off. We're going to have to cut him off, guys. He doesn't know he can type without donating.
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
You can pin my comments without a donation? Lol, I have a huge box of merchandise marked co-op and a Sacred Game worn NFL helmet. Let me know when you're no longer near death and we will meet up.
Hopefully soon. Hopefully very, very soon, Joel, because that's quite enticing. And honestly, might push me over the hump here to just go ahead and get better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that will give me some motivation and inspire me. You know? We're small talking at this point, y'all. You can bring up anything you want. You can bring up more Barrow stuff, Shapiro stuff, whatever you want. I've already spoke my piece. We're just small talking to wrap it up. But we can talk about Canes too, obviously. Joel with another $99.99 because he's off his rocker. He sure is. Makes 5. Count them, 5. We can do this now because now it doesn't apply to his thing, his little thing he tried to do. Joel and I actually have an announcement for you guys, but I'm holding back. I'm not going to make the announcement yet. But Joel and I do have an announcement, and it's something that's a big deal for me. But I'm not going to say it yet. But Joel and I know. I think we're the only two people on this planet that know this. And I'm very excited. I didn't mean to smack y'all. I'm very excited about it. It's a new beginning for Coop. New beginning. What? I thought that was part of the deal. I'll text you after. I'll text you after. He's gonna backtrack. I'll text you after, Joe.
This is what it take to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Triple Og checking in. Greetings and blessings, Co-op and Canes fan.
Disturbed villain. Triple OG checking in. I'm glad you've never changed your profile pic, Disturbed villain. Because as soon as I see it, I know that's you, my man. I know it's the real you. Thank you for the big $9.99. Yes, the huge announcement. You guys pieced it together. Joel is converting to become a Miami Hurricanes fan. I convinced him. The Texas Roadhouse rolls, and then chilling in the car, talking Miami Hurricanes football, going over the history of the program. He feels like that he's just been on the wrong path in his life, and I have set him straight and got him walking the correct path. So we're going to have a new family member. That's right. You guys pieced it out. I'm proud of y'all. New Canes fan. We always welcome new family members. Continue to grow. Continue to grow the family. Yes. Disturbed Villain, thank you so much. Is a triple OG. 100% certified. That's a fact. My man been around on the channel for as long as I can remember. I hope you and the family have been doing well, bro. I've been doing better, but I've also been doing worse. So we're fine. Bet Joel a tattoo. If we win, he has to get a U logo. And if you lose, you have to get a Noel spear. I don't. Look. I love Miami. Obviously. Some people think I just put these up for fun. I just decorate my room with Miami stuff just for the heck of it. And I talk about them on YouTube just to do it. I don't know about y'all. I don't have enough faith and trust in Miami to put a Florida State tattoo on the line on my body. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hate me if you want. Call me not a real fan if you want. I don't know if I have enough faith in the Canes in May to say that if Miami loses, I will get a Florida State tattoo permanently put on my body. That's crazy talk. That's wild. Look, call me a doubter. Look, would you make that bet? Canes fans, would you make that bet? Joel says, okay, I'm down. Who's down? Like, you're locked in. There ain't no backing out. You are locked in. Miami loses to Florida State. You have to get a Florida State tattoo on your body. Heck no. No. That ain't got nothing to do about being a fan or not being a fan. I have learned my lesson many a times. There is no way. No, sir. Yeah, there ain't nothing about who's a bigger fan. Because if you lose, you're getting a Florida State spear tatted on your body forever? No. I will never make that bet. Do one of them water tattoos. Being from East Tennessee, do you hear people ask about being a Vol fan? Every day. Every single day. Nope, I ain't doing it. Joel says he's too big of a sissy for a tattoo. It would take the football team to hold me down. I got one, Joel, right here. I'm going to a tattoo convention next week. I'm going to try to get another tattoo. I just got a little baby tattoo for my first one just to get my feet wet. Who's coming here to Miami for the FSU game? Tropic guy wants to know who's going to make it. Tattoo the score, no names. There could be maybe a workaround. Limo is post-game Miami black and blue. Now, them blue uniforms are kind of sick. Them blue uniforms from Florida State. I show these all the time. I hope they don't ever wear those when they play Miami. Because that might give them superpowers. Oh, well, here we go. We got the other picture. We got the full picture. I hope they never wear those when they play Miami. Who it? Oh, wrong way. Huh. It looks so familiar. Anyways, must have been someone. Must be from like my former self, like a memory or something, or maybe from a dream. I don't like Florida State, but I can't believe Florida State fans don't like that. I say it time and time again. I don't like them. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't understand why Florida State fans don't like it. I don't know. I don't want a Florida State tattoo to be how I'm identified if I'm murdered. Yeah. Yeah, the woman with the Florida State spear tattooed up down her forearm, the whole length of it. Yeah, that's her. Yep, that's her. Yep. No, heck no. Heck no. What's up, Brandon Brown? Looks like the guy's going to pay me $500. So I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. I spoke my piece. I don't know what else to say about Barrow or Shapiro. I'm pumped for the game. I just appreciate y'all being here. This was fun to come back and get back into streaming a bit. And hopefully we get back to regular Fridays. I mean, we have to. Literally 2 weeks from now, we'll start the simulated season. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. Thank you. I keep putting it off. I can't dox myself here. I put it off because I know that when I take this, it's going to make me nauseous and lightheaded for several hours. So I keep putting it off because I don't want to take it. I have to lay down after I take it. Can that game just come out already? I'm ready to play it now. But I do appreciate y'all. My man Joel Davis owning the board with the 99.99 times 5. Times 5. We also got some love from the Triple OG Disturbed Villain. Tucci. Tropical dropping the 305. My UM wife, Stephanie. I'm going to put that in the chicken tender fund. And just thank you for the love tonight, y'all. Thank you for hanging out. As I said, if you watch this video after the fact, some people were complaining earlier, why are you talking about drama, not talking about football? The drama was Barrow, which is football because he's a defensive tackle for Miami. Well, was, possibly. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. I don't even think he's in the state of Florida right now. Nevin Shapiro. When you say Nevin Shapiro, people think Miami. I wanted to give my opinion on it. And it's the offseason, bro. Bro, it's the offseason. What are we going to talk about in May? Transfer portal's closed. We did our season prediction way too early. This is where we're at right now. It's where we're at. Did you send a message about Sundays? I'm not sure what that means, Chopper Gal. You can find more endurance in a nursing home. Oh, man. What would we be live like? 2 hours? Whew. Man, long shift. Long shift. Let's check and see if there's any more drama. Is there any more drama that happened while we were live? If you want to know if there's any drama going on with the Canes, just go to Twitter and type in Miami Hurricanes. If there's any drama, you'll know. People keep putting these shoes out, not realizing that they're not available in adult sizes. Everybody gets so mad. Everybody's like, I'm going to cop these. Like, I love these. They're usually only kids. Oh, they did set some times for some of the games. The VTech game is going to be 7:30, but I think that's a Friday. So, of course, it was going to be a night game. Yeah, it's a Friday game. Virginia Tech and Miami. Hard Rock Stadium going down on a Friday. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I think they announced Ball State and also, who else? FAMU. FAMU is going to be at 6 p.m. So we get kind of an early night game. ACC Network Extra. Oh, frick. Really? Really? ACC Network Extra. Ball State's an afternoon game, 3:30 p.m. on regular ACC Network. Dang it. I hate when they air that crap on ACC Network Extra. It's such a pain in the butt. Whatever. I mean, like put it on ACC Network at least. Don't put it on Extra. Then it can only be streamed for the most part. Yeah, Stream East it is. As long as it doesn't disappear because of LeBron James. Turdhead was using it and got caught on television. Now the government's gonna take it down. Ugh. I just didn't want it to be on ACC Network Extra. Or we got crack streams, mesh streams. That's true. True. Yeah. I think we should wrap this thing up now. I think it's about that time, y'all. It's about that time. So again, appreciate y'all. I'm a broken record. I'm just beating a dead horse at this point. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for all the love tonight from everyone. Whether you just hung out, donated, participating in the live chat, liking, disliking the video, watching it after the fact, leaving a comment. I just appreciate all you guys. We have big things in the pipeline with the new college football game coming out and the simulated season. So we're close. We're very close. And I'll try, if I feel up to it, I'll push out some more hypotheticals. That's really all we can do. Or an update on Barrow. Where I was sick, I didn't do the video on Tyler Barron, but you guys probably already know it at this point. We got other people keeping you up to date as well, getting the defensive end from Tennessee. But all eyes on Barrow right now in that situation, waiting to get some more details and see what happens. But he probably gone. He probably gone. So you know what to do. Oh, you know what to do. How about a top 40 most impactful players list? I need to just do some hypothetical stuff and list. People love list. Right, Briley? Top 5, top 25, top 40. People love list. Yeah, that's true. They love them. You want to get people excited? Make a list. Yep. All right. I love y'all. Hit me with one of them. Come on. Come on. Even Joel's going to do it. If Joel can do it, y'all can do it. Come on. I'll see y'all soon.